So a very nice purport. Okay, we have it. It's a suicidal policy. If we really want to cultivate the human spirit in society, we must have first-class intelligent men to guide the society, and to develop the finer tissues of our brains, we must assimilate vitamin values from milk. Devotees, not soy, tofu, or soy milk. Yeah, it's okay, soy, okay. There's more digestible protein in potatoes than there is in soya. Yeah. Soy is a protein, but it's a very fast energy protein. It's for horses to run races like that. So it gives you all this energy and everything else like that. But then your body eliminates it. Your body doesn't keep it. It eliminates it like that. But in potatoes, the protein, you can build tissues and everything else like that. So soya, yeah, it's an energy source and everything else, but it's not like a wholesome energy source. I think Prabhupada said it's for horses. It's like a very passionate energy source. But because of our society, people like it. We're a very passionate society now. Okay. We must assimilate vitamin values from milk. Devotees worship Lord Sri Krishna by addressing him as the well-wisher of the brahmanas and the cows. The most intelligent class of men who have perfectly attained knowledge in spiritual values are called brahmanas. No society can improve in transcendental knowledge without the guidance of such first-class men. And no brain can assimilate the subtle form of knowledge without fine brain tissues. Yeah? For such important brain tissues, we require a sufficient quantity of milk and milk preparations to create them and to maintain them. Ultimately, we need to protect the cow to derive the highest benefit from this important animal. The protection of cows is therefore not merely a religious sentiment, but a measure to secure the highest benefit for human society. Right? And so the cows are being killed and we're taking their milk. Okay, we're taking their milk and we're using it, using their offering to try and protect them and so on like that. So we shouldn't take it excessively. We shouldn't use it for sense gratification, so more cows are killed for our sense gratification. But for health, prosperity, everything else like that. And of course, whatever is offered to the deities, the tree, the cows, they all get benefit. In previous ages, the brahmanas were qualified. They could do horse sacrifices, cow sacrifices, human sacrifices. I can tell you, every night in Brisbane, there are people with masks going around with knives, cutting people and taking all their money. Surgeons. People they're begging to have it done, right? Because the guy knows what he's doing. So same way, human sacrifices, cow sacrifices, the cows are standing in line to get, because right after that there's no pain, the body's finished off, you get a celestial body. But Buddhists stopped it in India, in the Orient, and then Moses or somebody stopped it in the West. And this was there in both traditions like that, human sacrifices and cow sacrifices. So now our pujaris are qualified to do potato sacrifices, carrot sacrifices like that. Because we're killing these animals, killing these plants, these plants and so on. It's still reaction. But we offer it to Krishna, and Krishna accepts that. So we do this sacrifice of these vegetables, fruits, and milk, and everybody benefits them like that. The cows take my milk, and so on, and save my children. And also too, everything's under control, right? The cows that are getting killed, deserve it, like that. Nobody's getting unfair treatment. You kill cows, okay. How do you like being on the opposite end of this? And so we learn something at heart. It may not show up in our head, but at heart we've slowly learning about not hurting others and not exploiting others like that, so on. So karma, everything is arranged. But Krishna allows mercy. And we can be merciful by taking these people whose karma is to be killed out of the system like that, and then giving them a future better position, better occupation. So any comments or any questions? Yes.
Maybe talk about this crop protection farming.
Yeah.
So the economy has really moved on. So it was primarily agrarian couple of 100 years back. It was primarily agrarian couple of 100 years back, the colonies,
Yeah.
but with industrial revolution and the services industries and now.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not really okay. It's important, but again, there are so many different other industries also,
Yes.
which are there in modern times, which are not there probably in the Vedic times. So that's the reason it was probably called as most important, crop production and farming.
Yeah.
But now, we have moved on.
Now
The
we're
needs for
producing
grains,
microchips.
the needs for
Maybe
grains
a big
and
bowl of
cow.
microchips for breakfast.
We still need grains and milk and all, but at the same time, there are so many other industries which are providing so much of employment to people, so many necessities of life. So
Okay.
how relevant is it really to talk around only farming and crop production as the most important things for
Okay.
humanities?
The Industrial Revolution has failed. You look all over the world, what's the result? Is there any country which is economically prosperous besides Switzerland? Every single country is struggling like that. So the economic model we're using is not working like that. The idea of industrialization came from Northern Europe, where the environment is not that nice. Northern Europe, you have to fight, with the environment. Actually, human beings are not meant to live there. Polar bears can live there. Okay, human beings are meant to live where there's coconut trees. And that's a whole other thing too, because it has to be integrated with a whole social structure like that. This big conference we had in Calcutta, the Calcutta Museum, Indian Museum in Calcutta in last May, many people came, vice chancellors and everything else, and we're discussing this, how Indian classical knowledge can contribute to solving the problems in the world. And the museum was amazed at how many people came to the workshops. But that was one point, that the Ayurveda is wonderful. Working with the animals and everything is wonderful. But it depends upon an agrarian situation like that. The kind of lifestyle we have now, it's just not practical. Ayurveda requires that your grandfather, who's an Ayurvedic doctor, knows this guy's family, and he'll tell you, like, this family has this and that problem, and he knows all the herbs and everything. Now the herbal sources are so expensive. Put a little gold in it, but before these things were just naturally available because people live close to the source like that. And also it takes a comprehension that there is an integrated relationship with the demigods, right? And when we start doing good things on the earth reacts, and the weather changes, the climate changes, and everything becomes very harmonious like that. So there are many things to be considered in terms of implementing it. So we're not suggesting, people have tried to do that and it's a catastrophe, We're suggesting beginning to develop intelligence, and intelligently, with some faith in these things, let's try it out. Okay, it works. It doesn't work because we're not understanding it properly like that. So yeah, it takes intelligent application like that.